So that is core values. So the evolution of my core values. So here is a convoluted version of my core values that was copied, half of them, and then half of them were from a book man, I met the Andy, not Andy Stanley, Andy Andrews, maybe. That book, The Traveler's Gift. So this was just a convoluted, not clear. I couldn't really hire people to this. And this is what HPREA core values are now. And you guys have a link to our core values speech. So you have everything you need around these, but these are ours. You know, when we talk about hustle and work hard, we know what it looks like in our team. We have examples of agents that fit and examples of agents that spent a little bit of time on our team. They're like, I can't hang with you guys. You know, we know what embracing accountability and discipline looks like, and either you're in or out. And you've shown signs of all of these in your life before we met you. Someone isn't going to come onto your team and automatically, now is the time, magically, they hustle and work hard in their life. Now they magically embrace accountability and discipline. They magically bring a positive attitude. They all of a sudden start reading books when they never read a book before. They're all of a sudden worried about their team players when they've been selfish their whole life. And now they have integrity where they've always sort of taken the gray area when they could. So this is, I mentioned it before, but my pastor had a sermon where it was so powerful. And the example he gave was like a woman looking at a prospective mate in a man and looking at his potential, you know, instead of his patterns. You know, core values when it comes to hiring, because we're talking about hiring today, is all about patterns. So you're looking at someone's patterns before they came into your world and being clear when you're sitting down with someone at the end of a process and you're doing a core values interview. You are saying, hey, Cliff, on this team, we hustle and we work hard. And here's what I mean by that, is that you will have weeks where you're working 70, 80 hours a week, but you're doing it because you put 10 under contract that week. Is there anything that's going to hold you back for doing that? And can you give me 3 other examples of where you've done that in your life prior to joining this team? Are we clear? Okay, check on number 1. Cliff, let me tell you what accountability and discipline looks like on this team. That's our second core value. That means that we are in the freaking office with our butts in the seats at 7:29, and we are role playing for a half hour, and we're on the phone for three hours, 50 on, 10 off. And it's a high level, and you're reporting your numbers every day. Are we clear? Can you give me 3 examples of how accountability has shown up in your life before? And so these are very, very clear. That you don't apologize for them. You are who you are. And if you bend on these, your life will be challenging. Christina Valkanoff, who's a boardroom client that we've been working through some of this in a real-time way. She had to let go of an agent that was with her team for, I think it was a couple years. She made the comment, and trusting yourself to know when they aren't a good fit. You know, when they aren't a right fit, which is key. And just knowing that everything frees up once you let someone go from the team. Even if you hired someone and you realize they're not a right fit afterwards, you know, you've got to fire fast. Hire slow, fire fast. That's a real thing. So that's just an example. The second part of people, so the first part is that they are the right person. So when we talk about people, we're talking right person, right seat. So right person is, do they check 6 out of 6 on our core values? And when we hire someone on our team, on day 0, we have to answer at least 4 of the 6 as a definite yes. And well, really in the beginning, you think all 6 are yeses. But at 30 days, at 60 days, and 90 days, for an admin or a buyer agent, you're saying, okay, listen, Cliff, you know, right now you've got a temporary position on the team, and we run for another 90 days where we're going to have every 30 days a conversation about right person, right seat. Right person is that you got to check out 6 for 6. And we're going to talk about these core values. And here's what's working for me, Cliff. Here's what's not working. And so it's a very practical, it's not this nebulous sort of, draft it once and put it on a shelf. It's everything you do all the time. So make sure whatever you end up with is really important to who you are. And it doesn't have to be 6, it doesn't have to be 5, it could be 4 really critical core values.